abakyala 16 bafa buli lunaku while giving birth or after giving birth. That is, buli ssaawa waliyo omukyala omu afa lwakuba alemeddwa okuzaala oba amaze okuzaala naye omusaayi mungi. Lwaki biki ebireeta ebintu ebityo mu nsi eno? Twagala tubyogereko ng'abantu b'ebbiina mutungo be bagenda okutuyamba.
Have you given birth? No. But you have plans of multiplying at some point? Which is not now. Which is not now, but in the future. But you've heard of cases where people die during birth? Yeah, I personally think some are young mothers, so they are students, they get pregnant, and they are ignorant about maybe, okay, what I should say in the process of producing that they are not yet ready. They die. Yeah, they are unable to push the baby out, so they end up dying.
These days, find our mothers when they're pregnant, they don't have enough exercise. So this town of Masao, even 100 meters, find Masao, they don't have enough. Yeah, but look, compare with the village girls or village women. These people, they don't even have any this modern nursing and midwife, but still the same. They're able to manage and push the baby well. The kind of food people eat in town here makes them so susceptible to overweight. Okay, you know, when you are overweight, sometimes you lose energy. You lose a lot of energy because you are not able to. You become lazy actually. Right. So you find at the end, the baby is too big actually. That's what the point.
That's why they can't push the baby.
They can't push because they are eating a lot of protein. They are eating a lot of chips and chicken. They're eating sausages. They're eating ice cream. All those bodybuilding foods. So at the end of the day, so the body weight of the baby is not equivalent to the body weight of the mother. Yeah.
It's like ogamba nti leero nfunye olubuto nga omusajja ono watagula chips, watagula ice cream.
Special hire kutwala mu town.
Because ndi lubuto.
Yeah. Sicha.
Lifestyle ya muyununika because you seem to want the things that will cause your child to die when you become pregnant. Do you agree with that?
It depends. Waba omuntu nga ye ayagala kulumya oli boyfriend oba husband. Kati chikwe chiva sibona nti we bakola nti ayagala ice cream when she's pregnant. Understand?
Abamu balya enfuufu.
It's true.
Golooza lwaki abakyala abamu bafa during labor abamaze okuzaala?
Kale ebiseera ebimu ndowooza nti no government they're providing the facilities like in the villages. Kati osanga nga mu labor oba doctor omu yaliwo nga balwadde bangi bagala kuzaala. Kati nosanga ngoba n'ebyuma bitono oba bagala cooperating nga ebyuma bitono omuntu omu ye yaliyo mu labor, you must wait for her to first come back. Kati abalala ne bafa.
Equipment.
Yes, sir.
Chairman yaba nansi olumu tebafaayo. Oluusi wasanga nga akooye ate nga abalwadde baalina bamuyitiriddeko. Wesanga nga omukyala atandise okuzaala n'abreedinga nga tewali amuyamba. Omusaayi negugwamu nga tewali amuyambye. Ate oluusi n'abasawo bennyini baba nga bantu banyiivu balwadde babasanyukidde. Kati ne kitissa agenda okuzaala ng'amutya approach of what nga tasobola kumuapproachinga bulungi. Bwamugamba nti sindika omwana olw'okuba nti amuzzeemu bubi n'abeera nga amutiiridde ddala. Ekivaamu amanyi ne gamuggwamu tewali amukubakuba. Era mu biseera ebimu mpulira ebweru eyo oba omukyala nga agenda okuzaala baawa abeerawo.
I want us to watch something from a lady, Miss Dorcas Amoding, who is the communications manager for CHAIN. And CHAIN simply stands for Community Health and information network. Let's look at the TV.
Maternal situation in Uganda is quite very disturbing because in Uganda we lose 16 women every day while giving birth, and these women die from preventable causes, and we still have a low coverage of women who give birth in hospital. We have only 34% of women who are able to access antenatal care, EMOC service, that's emergency obstetric care. So we still have a very, very challenging situation in our country. We have a shortage of health workers in our country. We have medical centers that do not have the right or the appropriate equipment. I'll give an example. Most health center fours, even if you went to Kawempe, they don't have a functioning operating theater. And yet most of the women, I would say three out of 5 women sometimes need a C-section. So because of lack of those services, that has also caused maternal mortality. Kama situation yaffe mu Uganda ekyali bubi nnyo ku bintu ebikwatagana okuzaala. Abakyala abasinga kangambye kati nga wetuwogerera kati abakyala 16 bajja kuba bafudde leero at the end of the day. Kitegeeza nti abakyala 16 bafa buli nnaku. N'ekireetera bano abakyala okufa kiva mu government side obuta providing ebintu ebyetaagisa ng'abasawo malwaliro eddagala lyetaagisa. Tulina operating theatres mu bifo ebisinga kati ng'Ekawempe health center naye nga tekola. Kye twagala nti government providing ebintu ebyetaagisa kintu ekisooka ku byonna. Increasing funding, eyongeze ssente ezigenda mu ki ezigenda mu kuyamba amalwaliro.
And often when a woman dies in labor or when after giving birth, they blame the hospital or the government for not providing.
But is
it always the government?
No, it's not always the government. What I personally think, maybe the carelessness in the hospitals. Yeah, I've talked to my mother. She complained she was in labor, and it was that time when she felt she was ready to give birth. Then she called the nurse. The nurse was like, "Hey, if you're ready, then give birth. What are you waiting for?" So maybe that is at times they're ignorant. They don't know how to give birth. In the process of trying to do it themselves, they die.
I remembered something. There's a lady who was pregnant for the first time, and she called the husband from office and said, Chicha, he had eaten out of finish. She needed to go to the toilet, but she didn't know that it was the child. All the other things, the other children also coming out.
What should women do? Kubanga, if we don't provide solutions now, abachala bagenda continue nga bafa. Nga to blaming a government. Government nga yetugamba teina sente. Tukoze tutya abachala. Do you go for what do they call it? Prenatal classes. Do you think women go for those things? Prenatal classes. Do you think women do?
Some of them do. But some don't.
Those who have access do, and those who don't have. So it's a question of access. Yeah. So people in rural areas, where will they find teachers to teach them? So they don't do.
Mushisha, in Kabare, do people do those things?
Some they do, but those who are in the villages, they don't.
Yes, sir. Well, for you, what's your take? Why do people? Which district are you from? You're from Apache district. Now you tell us why people die in Apache. Women. Why do women die during childbirth in Apache?
Childbirth. At times they have no transport. You know, you may visit far to other hospital.
Yes.
But due to either bad weather, no transport, and others has no money for facilitation, others are ignorance. They thought this help work for them.
But what is the role of men, of fathers, when your wife is going to give birth? That
could be true, because there is a friend of mine who told me, again, when the wife was giving birth, what's the lady said? you should even never impregnate me again. Do you see what you've caused me? All that now. How can a man go back?
Well, from what I hear, that pain makes you speak things that you don't even remember when you were given birth. But I think as a father, you should be in position to know that she's saying what she's saying because of pain. You give us your experience.
Yes, please. I think what's happening is men still carry the traditional method of thinking. Yes. Okay, they think that the responsibility of attending to a pregnant wife relies on the women or on the relatives. When the woman is about to deliver, maybe they expect the delivery date is near, find a man sending for an auntie to come and attend to the wife. An auntie in the village who is ignorant doesn't know even anything. Doesn't know even sometimes even the way to the hospital doesn't know. In case when I'm at work, for example, and my wife has remained at home with my auntie. Now this auntie sometimes even language barriers sometimes contribute. Doesn't know anything. Then from there she start wailing. Sometimes that thing causes also some effect on the expectant mother. Maybe the woman may panic and thinking that it seems I'm about to die. So you find it causes a lot of problem too.
Say, abantu bedda bakolanga batya.
Edda abantu bedda walingawo abakyala abakulu abatwalanga omulimu ng'ogw'abannansi ng'abeera n'obumanyirivu ng'era bamumanyi ku kyalo nti oyo muzaalisa ekitakyaliwo kakati mu biseera bino weesanga ng'ekyalo ekimu tekuliko muntu asobola kumanya bintu ate ng'ekikulu n'ekirala omukyala watuuka okuzaala problem ya transport ebeera nzibu maternity center eyinza okuba nga wala ate nga waliwo omusawo omu wekka oba babiri